one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So SMU's offense will take the first swing of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mustangs will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. But when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
They'll give it to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that first down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
Wants to throw on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on second down for this offense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Brown. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Handoff from the shotgun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. A third down play to open up this quarter. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Caught by the receiver. He runs out of bounds at the 22. And first down for the offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Mustangs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pass on the way, it's picked off! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff to Johnson. Running through contact. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Off the play fake on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
They'll give it to Johnson. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He finds his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. At midfield, he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Mustangs looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's off to the races. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
SMU.
No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over Western Kentucky. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged in the middle, H. Brown. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After the short completion, it's now second down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Okay, ready?
Now staring at a third and short from the 40.
42, Spider. Oh, pretty good.
They'll try to get it through the air. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Going to take a shot at this DB. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Hands it off. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Just buried it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the route is on.
SMU.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
SMU.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kick this moment.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That last completion sets them up on second down. To the air, it's Klubnik. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Basic connection. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
tell you what, that's great execution between QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The give from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. We've got this third down play to open the quarter. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to run for it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Third and short, I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready, got the big stop, forces the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Clemson!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type.
Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Clemson, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Clemson is quick to the line.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Assault continues. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 5 over Western Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And thank goodness that was just a deflection, because this young man, we've seen him make big play after big play. He's the best in the nation at intercepting the football. So be wary when you throw that way. That might be a no-fly zone.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires one high and deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
SMU.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He's looking to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's still 3rd and goal. Off play action. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David